Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. Remember, scorenashville.org. Our next guest, Chelle Watson, is a social media expert with an extra focus on business-to-consumer marketing. She's with 111 Web Studio, a local firm that assists companies with their websites as well as social media. And so, you know, tell us, and I guess you have a focus on business-to-consumer, but both you and then the company 111 as a whole has a lot of expertise with business to business.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so tell us about 111 Web Studio and how you help customers succeed.
Sure, absolutely. Well, 111 is a little bit different than a lot of other web agencies in town. One of the main reasons for that is because we're actually the oldest in Nashville. We've been around for over 20 years. And one of the ways that we really help our customers succeed is we provide sort of a one-stop shopping for all of their web needs, because not only do we walk them through the process by actually designing their website and helping them with everything from UI to UX, email marketing, everything. We also do the digital marketing side, which is one of the bigger sides of our business now. And the main thing that really kind of sets us apart from everyone else is we do our own hosting. So whether it's your email or your website, whatever it is, a lot of times companies can use hosting from GoDaddy or a lot of other places, but oftentimes they'll sell the hosting to outside partners, so you don't really know where your information is. So that's where 111 really kind of helps our clients succeed, is we actually have the hosting right there. We can walk right over and fix something if there's a problem.
You know, and I guess this is not a huge piece of your business, but I recall that you all have you all are especially good with websites for churches because you have software that makes it very easy for them to schedule and whatnot.
Yes, absolutely. It's actually something that we're going to be putting a lot more focus into this year. We call it Church 111, and we provide everything from, like you said, websites that actually allow people to do all the things that churches have. You can actually tithe online. You can, and we also are doing a lot of digital marketing with churches. So we're actually streaming live services. We're just providing all of the benefits that they're looking for in one place, and it's really beneficial for churches, especially because since they're supposed to be good stewards with the money that they're given, not having to hire an entire new person at a high salary to do all these is helpful, because with us they can just we take them on as a client, we do all of it for them, so they feel like they're better stewards of the money that they are given.
That makes okay, so what are the basics? Oh, I'm sorry, I got lost there. So I have a lot of folks talk about B2B on the show, so let's focus on B2C.
Okay.
How can entrepreneurs properly target those most likely to make a purchase?
Absolutely. Well, there's probably about 4 points that I'd probably focus on the most. The first one is strategy. It's really important that your developer and your marketer and even just the agency that you're using along with your business, or even if you're just doing business on your own without outside help, you want to make sure that you have a really good, comprehensive, and clear strategy. You know what your goals are. You have realistic expectations on the time that it's going to take you to do that. And of course, the next thing that you want to focus on is pathway. You want to provide the largest amount of pathways that you possibly can to your website, whether it's you have a blog, you have a YouTube channel, you have social media platforms. You want to provide as many pathways as you possibly can to your actual business, to your actual website, to make those as good as they can be. And to make those as good as you can, you want to also make sure that you focus on having really great, unique, original content that's relevant and it's clear, it's concise, it's easy to understand. But original content is exceptionally important for businesses. They want to make sure that it's good to curate content and recycle it to kind of drive traffic from other places to where you are, which is something I'll talk about a little later. But having original content, it allows other businesses, other individuals to take your content to use it to drive traffic to theirs. So a lot of cross promotion is really essential, especially when it comes to digital marketing. And then of course you want to make sure that you're measuring. You want to have great analytics in place. There's a lot of outside companies, a lot of great apps apps even that provide great analytic measuring, but you want to make sure you really are looking over that very closely to see what's working and what isn't for your company, so that you can allocate those funds better in the future.
So I guess one of the advantages of the online marketing is the analytics are so easy to get to.
Yes.
So you can, try different things.
Absolutely. But, to make sure that a company's getting a good return on their investment, they also want to make sure that those analytics codes, those URLs that they're using, that they're protecting them properly. As one of your guests just talked about, how cybersecurity, is very important. And that's one of the things that 111 really specializes in, is since we do our own hosting, we can go in that SEO on the back end, and we can make sure that all of those addresses are properly protected, so that other outside people from even other countries, it's very popular for them to go in and try to manipulate that data so that they're driving people to what they want them to see.
Okay, so you said some powerful information in just a few words. So with SEO, that determines what kind of ranking you're going to get.
Absolutely.
If somebody goes to Google and searches, you want to be on the first page. You want to be first.
You'd like to be.
Yeah, and so one of the things with you all hosting on your own, not only do you do SEO improvement, you also, from a security viewpoint, guard their SEO stuff.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we've covered all of the bases, and that and for those that aren't familiar with the lingo, of course in tech you can get in a habit of just saying letters, but that's search engine optimization. So that is your Googles, your Bings, your Yahoos, just making sure that to be able to be listed properly how you'd like to be. There's a lot of information that goes into it. You have to make sure you have correct links, that your imagery is good, you have a creative and original content, and like I said, that your strategy is clear, so you do have realistic expectations. You don't assume that you're going to be #1 on Google the next day if you just opened your doors a week ago. So it can take time, but if you do it properly, it works very well.
So what are basic things that improve web search results?
Some of the basic things that improve web results are, of course, the content that I already mentioned. Links are really important, and a lot of times people and companies can use link shortening devices that actually take the long links and they shorten them up. So it's really important that people double check every single link that they're using. They test them regularly, make sure that they're connecting to the right things. You'd be amazed at how many people have beautiful websites and they have social media icons at the bottom, but they don't actually connect to their social media pages. They just connect to a social media page. So you want to make sure that you're constantly testing those links. You also want to make sure, and a lot of people don't think about this, but you want to make sure that your page time is working properly. So sometimes people don't stay on for longer. They don't have longer than a 7-second attention span. So if your pages are taking a long time to load, it's important to go in there and understand why and to fix that problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't wait for.
And of course, you want to make sure that you're trafficking properly for online usage. So that basically means that the content that you are posting is driving traffic to you, and making sure that you're even using cross promotion with other companies that people might follow that are similar to yours. We have a client right now that sells they sell a saddle for horses that's got a stirrup that helps you get on the horse easier. So they give us a great amount of companies that are also in that business, and we can use that data to actually target those audiences, so people that see those are then seeing your product.
That makes a lot of sense. Or like with Facebook, you can, if somebody has a product that would sell to people, you can go into Facebook and do advertising there, and you know exactly how to target
and that's so important too, especially when it comes to social media. You really want to make sure, and it's such a great tool too now, because back in the day you could you would put an ad out there and just kind of blindly shoot and hope you get to the audience you want. But now I really recommend that clients go through and they think really carefully and try to come up with at least 5 examples of your ideal customer, the person that's going to purchase, the person that's going to follow or do whatever it is you're trying to do, your call to action, and then describe them using Facebook data. You can do everything from how much they make to their political party to their hobbies. So it's important to go in there and accurately describe your potential customer so that you're reaching as many as you possibly can.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, in my mind, folks ought to work with someone who knows how to do that.
Yes, it's definitely confusing if you're not working with somebody who does it every day.
You know, as you know, you and I have been talking about something that I'm looking to do. I would never figure out all that stuff you were sharing me. So I think that sharing with me, I think there's really something to be said. And very, very quickly, tell us about imagery.
Imagery is just so important, especially when it comes to digital marketing, and that's my forte, is digital marketing. So imagery is so important because there is, for every platform that you use, for every kind of website you use, even if it's artwork on a YouTube page, every single, from the icon to the banners, they're all different sizes, they're all different pixelation, and you have to be very precise. So there's a lot of great tools out there.
So we're getting ready to run out, but your point being, imagery matters, and you need to put effort into it.
Just make sure that your images are clear, they properly reflect what you're trying to say, and that they the pixelation is correct and the size is correct.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this week. We will see you next week. Thank you.